Let's talk about becoming a champion. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I think a lot of gurus, a lot of influencers, a lot of authors, bloggers, podcasters, we get seduced with too many sports analogies. I think it's kind of a macho testosterone thing. I've been guilty of it myself, but I do think there's some lessons there. And I just happened to hear an interview with Coach JJ Redick talking about the commitment he and his basketball team were making. And I thought, wow, this is like the Bible of self development. This is the Bible of growth, the Bible of how to become a champion. And I've had a lot of championships in my softball career. I've been blessed probably uh, 60, 70 league championships over the years because there were times I was playing in 5 leagues in a week. Um, and some obviously some national tournament championships, maybe 15 or 18 of them, a couple of World Series championships. And when I was listening to JJ, I thought, oh my God, I just love this. And I wanted to share it with you guys. It's a little short, sweet episode this week because I'm heading out on the road, but I will try and get you one from either Phoenix or California along the way for next week. He said, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to do championship habits, championship communications, and championship shape. And I thought, just brilliant, because championship habits, for me, it's getting up early, it's doing cardio in the morning, it's doing some kind of resistance training at least a few times a week. It's eating healthy, drinking healthy, getting enough sleep, giving my body what it needs to mentally activate the best way possible. And those are habits, right? And we've all heard this story, do a habit for 30 days in a row and, some behavior for 30 days in a row, it becomes a habit. There's truth in that. It's really powerful. And then championship communications, especially with teams. And here's the thing about success. Even all of you, my solopreneur friends, who is the biggest block of people who follow my work, are solopreneurs. We're all on teams, right? I have a video team in Pakistan. I have a social media team in Nepal. I have my assistant here in Miami. I have teams I work with in Uruguay. I have teams I work with in Mexico for different projects. How do we communicate? And for me, I always look at the skills that I want to work on myself every year. And as a writer, of course, that's my essence. I'm always working on how do I become a better writer? And that leads me to how do I become a better speaker? And then something you might not have thought about, but I think is really relevant is I always look at how do I become a better storyteller? Because what do the greatest writers do? They tell stories. What do the greatest speakers do? They educate through stories. What do the greatest marketers do? They market through the power of storytelling. So communication, championship communication, and then championship shape. And that's going to be the result of what you do in the habits that you choose to practice. I can tell you, I remember losing my restaurant when it got seized by the tax authorities. It was like 30 to 30 something, early 30s. I was so sick, so autotoxicity, my whole body, so debilitated, what's the word? Disability? I don't know, the play of the word disability. Um, that I couldn't leave my bed I was in bed like 10 hours a day. And I remember just thinking, God, if I only could get my health, if only I could get my body to keep up with my mind, I would be able to do such great things. And so I really set a focus on regaining my health. And I did that. And it started with habits. So, championship habits, championship communication, championship shape. And then I'm going to add one that I will put on top, just the champion mindset. You develop that mindset where you go in expecting to win the championship. And you know, you don't win every championship. I've been to the World Series so many times. I don't know what, like 15 times, but only won it 2 times. So that's 13 times I went there looking to win it and didn't win it, right? And there's times, I mean, I'm realistic. I'm a big kid. I mean, I know there's years we go where I'm looking at the team we're taking and I'm saying, we're taking a knife to a gunfight. And we're probably not going to win this thing this year. We don't have the firepower. We don't have the injuries happen. People drop from the team, they move, they whatever, job work gets in the way. And you know, you're not really taking your best squad, but you just go and you're a good sportsman and you play your personal best and you give it that championship mindset. But you go there with the idea that even when you don't have the team that's supposed to win, you go there with the champion mindset, which is if I do my best, if we all work together as a team, if we have the right habits, the practice, the training, the fitness, we got a shot. And that's true in every area of success. So think about that. You got any thoughts? I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. And for you guys watching on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, podcast, same thing, rate it, and share with your friends. And I will be back with another episode on some form of success, prosperity, entrepreneurship next week. So until then, have an amazing day. Love you guys. Peace.